All right, we're upstairs in the auditorium of Gloucester City Hall with Jason Groh, photographer. And Jason, what are we talking about today?
So what we've got going here is we've got a revamped show from what I did 10 years ago for the World War II veterans, but this one focusing on Korean, Vietnam, and Cold War veterans. So this being the 50th anniversary of the end of our involvement in Vietnam, seemed an appropriate time to put together a show of Cape Ann vets. So that's what we've got.
And it's really well spread out here.
Yep.
And how long is the show going to be here?
It'll be here till December 13th, so that's a Saturday. It's normally only open during business hours for the City Hall, but the 13th is the Middle Street Walk, so they're going to keep it open, which is great.
Very cool.
And we got 64 photos to look at.
Yeah. Let's take a little bit of a walk.
Sure.
So how did, and these are all, look at the faces.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Doug Goodhue and Mike Favazza. They've
And,
got a great story.
And so is there, beyond the photos, is there, is this online as well or no?
It is. I've got 2 places that it's online. The best one to see it is on my Facebook page called Those Who Served, because it has all the stories. Eventually, I'll have all the pictures and all the stories on my actual website, and they'll be up there for, till I'm dead.
Yeah. Until you stop paying your fees there, right?
Exactly. Yeah. But these guys have a great story because they both grew up in Gloucester. They both went to St. Anne's, a couple years apart. They both enlisted, they both got drafted. I think, and they met in line in Cu Chi. One of them had just arrived, and one of them had been there for a few months. They realized that they were both from Gloucester.
Oh wow!
I think Mike knew his Doc Goodhue's brother as a baseball player, and they conspired with their company CO to get them in the same unit, and they ended up getting in the same tank. So they spent 6 months together in a howitzer tank.
Oh my God!
So that sort of embodies kind of everything Gloucester.
Yeah.
All Gloucester guys together, service, being together, being lifelong friends. It's a pretty amazing story.
That is an amazing story.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was the accent that got him.
Yeah. I think Mike said he looked over in line and he says, "That guy's from Gloucester."
Wow.
And he went over and introduced himself.
So cool. I mean, the ultimate sacrifice, right? These guys, and we should mention. When I was waiting for you down on the first. What do you call it? Is that the first floor?
First floor, yeah.
There's all the names on the walls, which is.
Gloucester's got a tremendous history of service. Going way back.
So what some people were talking about was, these aren't traditional headshots where everybody's wearing a suit and tie.
No.
You really kind of captured like this guy right here, David Benjamin.
David Benjamin.
74 years old, right? And here he is, like suspenders, dress shirt, and clarinet.
Clarinet, and if you know anybody who's had a kid in Gloucester Public Schools has lived to hear what's the little woodwind instrument they teach in 4th grade?
Oh, a reader? No.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly.
But basically, every 3 blind mice, incessantly. That's David's fault.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
He's the guy to blame.
But he's basic's been a musician his whole life, and recorders. That's what it is.
Recorders.
And he's just lived his entire life. He ended up serving in the military band.
So, in this instance, what was your instruction to him when he was having that? When you were going to photograph him? Did you say, "Bring a clarinet out of the blue," or did you say you knew a little something about him?
I knew enough about David to know what his background was, but I told everybody, bring something that means something from you, or from that period of time that represents your service. It could be a hat, it could be a medal, it could be this great one is Chris Larson's shoes. Yeah. He's over here. We'll go take a look at him because Chris Larson, there he is. Chris Larson brought home a pair of what are called Hanoi slippers or Hanoi sandals. And those are made from old tires and whatnot. And so here's a guy whose, family owns a shoe shop in Gloucester, and he ends up becoming a shoe shop proprietor, bringing home his pair of sandals called Hanoi Sandals.
Wow. Everybody grew up with Chris Larson.
Yep.
Everybody went.
Oh, I got it wrong. It's Ho Chi Minh Sandals. So even more specific.
Everyone that came up through in Gloucester has gone through that iconic shop.
All my kids' baby shoes came from Larson's, yeah.
The Sun Sand sandals. There's a kids sandals that everybody had.
And then we got Tony D'Amico here, who his brother Frank D'Amico was actually killed in Vietnam, and is on the memorial.
So I'm not sure if you knew this. My cousin Frank, my partner,
Yeah.
his uncle.
I was his uncle.
Frank D'Amico, and his name, my cousin Frankie's name,
Is after him.
was going to be Joe Shimataro.
Oh, really?
He was born 6 months before me,
Oh, wow.
and his uncle was killed
Yep.
in action, and they, named him Frank after in honor of Frank D'Amico. Grew up on Pine Street, right over there. Yeah,
Yeah, so it was my
Amazing.
story.
yeah. I mean, these are just. I love the expressions on these faces. I mean, Jason, you've done rock stars. You've done so many. You've done politicians.
Yeah.
I mean, where does this rank in your?
Well, on the personal level, it
Yeah.
ranks way high.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because it's, this isn't me. This isn't about me getting paid to photograph these guys, which is what I do, but it's about recognizing their stories, recognizing that their stories haven't necessarily been told or heard.
Right.
And as I said at the opening, I said, I see you, I hear you, I want to hear your story. And you should share that with your family and with your friends, because your story is important. It's who you are.
And when some of these guys came back, they weren't necessarily treated like heroes, right?
Yeah, no, that was a big difference between the World War II and the Vietnam veterans, and even the Korean veterans came home to either antipathy. People didn't want to talk about it. They didn't want to know about it. They weren't greeted as the big world saviors that the World War II guys were.
Right.
There weren't. I mean, there may have been parades, but there were not the parades that the World War II guys had when they came home.
Right.
So I sort of, in a kind of stupid way, I think this is kind of my parade.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah. So how did you collect the names and to get a hold of these guys?
Big help from Ruth Pino, who I nicknamed her Ruthless Pino because she would not let these guys get away from me.
Yeah, because some of them like,
They're
oh,
all
I'm not a
friends.
photo guy.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do
Yeah.
that. She's like, you're going to do it. So Ruth was great. V. Ciparini at the Vet Center
Yeah.
was a big one. And then a lot of it just came from word of mouth. People who heard about the project, gave me a call, and we got together.
Mike Colombo.
Mike Kalma and Nina.
Yeah.
Nina was a farm girl from Hollister, California, when she joined the Navy, and ended up meeting Mike in Washington.
Oh, is that where they met?
Yeah.
They grew up in our backyard and their backyard.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
And then of course
Great
I
family.
got Sammy as up at the end of the show. He also served.
Yep. I mean, these are just fantastic. I think everybody really ought to come down. I mean, my camera with all the glare and stuff
know.
like that is not doing any justice to all of these. Hey, there's a Shimataro with an E.
That's right.
Joe Shimataro with an E, though. Baby
Well,
Rose.
I think you also get a chance to spend some time and read the stories and
Right.
Right. Get a little hint of who these guys are.
So, Jason, one more time. How long is the show going to be
It's
up?
open up anytime City Hall's open until December 13th.
Okay,
So if
you
you
got a
can't
little
come
bit
on the
of time.
weekends, normally Saturday the 13th is the day to be here.
Which is the Middle Street Walk is
Yeah.
such a great event.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you, Jay. Jason Grow Photography Facebook page, and eventually on
so on Facebook it's Those Who Served,
Those Who Served.
and if you search that with my name attached to it, it'll pop up.
When I post this, if you look below the video, we'll have a link to all of that. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jay.